Good morning all. In today's class of business studies, I will discuss first study, fatigue study. In the third scientific technique by F.W. Taylor, it was work study. So work study, in that I told you four study: fatigue study, method study, time study, motion study. So we will discuss one by one today fatigue study. As its name suggests, fatigue. Fatigue means thakan. In English we can say rest. So it is written, this technique of scientific management is conducted to find out the frequency of rest intervals, the duration of rest intervals, the number of rest intervals. Means वर्कर्स को कब रेस्ट इंटरवल देना है, कितने टाइम का रेस्ट इंटरवल देना है एंड कितनी बार रेस्ट इंटरवल देना है. It's fatigue study. A person is bound to get tired when he is performing a job for a long period of time. Yes, if everyone works for a long period of time, he or she will get tired. So there is always need for rest intervals. Yes, everyone wants some rest. So Taylor suggested that time period and frequency of rest interval should not be decided by the wish and experience of manager. I have already discussed this method. It's known as rule of thumb. Okay. So Taylor suggested that rule of thumb must not be used. Only scientific method or scientific technique must be used. So, but to give a scientific approach, fatigue study must be conducted. Okay. As we have already studied, first principle, replace rule of thumb with science. So here also, rule of thumb should not be used, but to give a scientific approach, fatigue study must be conducted. Okay. Now, what is the definition of fatigue study? To conduct fatigue study, Taylor suggested to observe an average worker. Okay. Taylor said to observe an average worker when he is performing a job and note down the time when that worker starts getting tired. Okay. First, you have to observe any worker and just note down when he gets tired and when his efficiency level also starts decreasing. Then give him break or rest. Break and rest are same. This time can be noted to decide frequency of rest interval. Okay, जितनी बार वो थक जाए उतनी बार आप उसको रेस्ट दो. So this can be the frequency of rest interval. And during break, after how much time the worker became fresh to rejoin the work, can be the time for rest interval. फिर आप ये देखो कितनी देर बाद worker becomes refresh, कितनी देर बाद worker refresh हो जाता है to do work again. So उतनी देर का ब्रेक दे दीजिए. That can be the time for rest interval. Means duration, कितनी देर का duration देना है. Next, so if frequency and time for rest interval is fixed by observing workers, definitely it will be more scientific. Okay. So everything must be scientifically decided, not by the wish, desire and experience of manager or by the rule of thumb. So according to Taylor, you must have to observe any average worker and check when he gets tired, then give him break and check after how many times he gets refresh to rejoin. Then for that duration you must give him or allow him break. For example, if there are 3 shifts of work and if after one shift worker gets tired, so we can assign first and third shift. Okay, it means we can give the break for second shift. If there are 3 shifts, first, second, third, and we get to notice that worker gets tired after one shift, so give him the break for second shift. So there will be first and third shift for that worker and given rest interval in second shift. Okay, so give him rest interval for second shift. During one shift also, if it is long for 3 to 4 hours, any shift can be long for 3 to 4 hours, because total working hour will be minimum 8 hours. So one shift will be 3 to 4 hours. So during one shift also, worker will also get tired. So some small pauses of rest interval can be given. Okay. Means second shift you are giving for break. Similarly, in one shift also give him some small break. If it is observed that within a shift worker becomes more fresh with small break. Yes, definitely. If you got to know that worker becomes more fresh after some small break, so give him some small break also, because your finally aim is to get maximum production from workers for the organization, for achieving the organization goals. So everyone knows that if we work with full enjoyment, with full refreshment, then output will be more. Okay, so definitely we can give some rest and break to workers. That's all about fatigue study. Fatigue means जब भी worker थक जाए, so give him some small break, so that he can refresh, he can rejoin the work with full mood, full enthusiasm, and can produce maximum production. Okay, next study I will discuss in other videos. Thank you for today.